The Kime-no-Kata consists of 20 techniques for attack and defense. 8 are idori techniques that are employed while seated, and 12 are tachiai that are used when both people are standing. The Kime-no-Kata were established in 1888 to help master the most effective techniques for serious competition. By studying the kata, it is possible to understand and master the theoretical basis for attack and defense, thereby allowing one to move quickly and apply the most appropriate techniques to control the opponent. The tori is on the right and the uke on the left as seen from the front. They face each other, standing about 5.4 meters or 6 mats apart. Together they turn towards the center and do a standing bow. They face each other again, sit and bow. The uke picks up his weapons, turns around, walks back 1.8 meters and sits. He places the weapons in front of him. He stands and returns to face the tori. Ryōte-dori. The uke attempts to grab the tori's wrists. The tori kicks the uke in the solar plexus with the ball of his right foot and restrains the uke with ude hishiki wakikatame. Tsukake. The uke aims a punch at the tori's solar plexus. The tori dodges the blow and punches the uke between the eyes and follows with ude hishiki haragatame. Suriage. The uke thrusts the palm of his right hand up against the tori's forehead. The tori kicks him in the solar plexus with the ball of his right foot and twists him down onto his face, controlling him with an arm lock. Yokouchi. The tori evades the uke's attempt to strike his left temple and pushes the uke down on his back. He then strikes the uke in the solar plexus with his right elbow. Ushiro-dori. The uke grabs the tori from behind. The tori rolls to his left as if performing seoi nage and punches the uke in the groin. Tsukomi. The tori evades the uke's attempt to stab him in the solar plexus and punches the uke between the eyes, following with ude hishigi haragatame. Kirikomi. The uke attempts to slash the tori's head. The tori catches the uke's wrist and controls him with ude hishigi wakikatame. Yokotsuki. The tori deflects the uke's attempt to stab him in the side and punches the uke between the eyes, following with ude hishigi haragatame. Having finished the 8 idori techniques, they move on to tachiai. The uke and tori stand up together. In tachiai, the techniques for attack and defense commence from a standing position. Ryote dori. The uke attempts to grab the tori's wrists. The tori breaks the uke's balance to the front and kicks him with the ball of his right foot, following with an ude hishigi wakikatame. Sode dori. The uke grabs the tori's sleeve, forcing him to walk forward. The tori kicks the uke in the knees with the outer side of his left foot and throws him with an o sotogari. Tsukake. The uke lunges forward and tries to punch the tori between the eyes. The tori evades the blow and steps around behind him to apply hadakajime. Tsukiage. The tori evades the uke's uppercut and takes his wrist, controlling him with ude hishigi wakikatame. Suriage. The uke tries to strike the tori's forehead with the palm of his right hand. The tori evades the blow and punches the uke in the solar plexus and throws him with ukigoshi. Yokouchi. The uke tries to punch the tori in the temple. The tori dodges the blow and steps behind him to apply okuri erijime. Keiage. The uke tries to kick the tori in the groin. The tori avoids the kick by catching the uke's ankle and twists his hips to the left to kick the uke in the groin. Ushiro dori. The uke grabs the tori from behind. The tori throws him with ippon seoi nage and strikes him between the eyes with the side of his hand. Tsukomi. The uke attempts to stab the tori in the solar plexus with his dagger. The tori evades the strike and punches the uke between the eyes, following with ude hishigi haragatame. Kirikomi. The uke attempts to slash the tori's head with his dagger. The tori parries the strike and applies ude hishigi wakikatame. Nukigake. As the uke attempts to draw his sword, the tori restrains his wrist and steps behind him to apply kata hajime. Kirioroshi. The uke raises his sword high above his head and attempts to slash the top of the tori's head. The tori evades the blow and catches the uke's wrist, pulling it towards his right hip, and follows with ude hishigi haragatame. The uke holds his sword in front of him, in the gedan position, and returns to his original position. He sits in seiza, takes the sword from his hip and places it on the floor. He then picks up the sword and dagger with his right hand, stands and turns to face the tori. They sit and bow to each other, after which they stand and turn towards the front to do a standing bow and exit. Let's look at the beginning of the kata. The uke holds the sword and dagger in his right hand, with the sword on the outside held at a 45-degree angle. Both blades should be turned upward. They turn to the front and bow. Then they sit facing each other. The uke lays his weapons beside him, making sure that the dagger is on the inside. He and the tori bow to each other. The uke picks up his weapons with the dagger on the inside, stands, turns around, walks back 1.8 meters and sits in seiza. He holds the weapons vertically in front of him, and with his left hand supporting the sword, he lays the weapons down to the left on the mat. Both blades should be towards him. The uke and tori stand simultaneously, after which the uke returns to his former position facing the tori. Together they move forward, starting with their left foot, stop, and sit. Atemiwaza are techniques used to attack vital points by striking, kicking, or thrusting. Since the Kime-no-Kata were established to master the most effective techniques for serious competition, the kata include atemiwaza which are not used in randori. In order to be able to execute atemiwaza with precision and speed, it is essential to understand the location of the vital points and the parts of the body with which the attacks are executed. Let's look at the vital points. Uto, between the eyes. Kasumi, temple. Suigetsu, solar plexus. Kokan no kyusho, groin. The parts of the body used as weapons are the outside edge of the hand, as in a hand chop, the fist, the padded area beneath the little finger with the fist clenched, the elbow, the foot, the sekito or ball of the foot, and the knee. With atemiwaza in mind, let's take a look at the main points of the Kime-no-Kata. Ryote-dori. The two move to within 90 centimeters of each other, stop and sit. While seated, they advance to within 2 fist widths of each other, what is known as the hizazume no mai or hizazume position. The tori breaks the uke's balance to the front and kicks him with the ball of his right foot, following with ude hishigi wakigatame. The uke attempts to grab the tori's wrists. The tori pulls his hands back and breaks the uke's balance to the front. He then kicks the uke in the solar plexus with the ball of his right foot, and taking hold of the uke's left wrist from below, traps the arm with his right armpit to apply ude hishigi wakigatame. Notice how the tori breaks the uke's balance. He pulls his wrists backward